My name is Roz Rowley, and I am a teacher of the visually impaired at Perkins School for the Blind. When you teach a child, you open up the world to them, and I love being able to see my students leave Perkins, graduate, and go on and hear them when they come back and tell me the stories of what they're doing.
The reason that I was compelled to nominate Roz for this award was that she's just an outstanding teacher. She's a terrific role model for the students, and she really is just so committed to Braille and the teaching of Braille and never gives up on a student. I've always been so impressed with her because of that. She doesn't take the easy road. She always works really hard with her students.
She has really promoted the teaching of Braille, and she's worked with many students who've had learning problems, and this was of great concern to her because she knew the value of Braille for those students and had some difficulty teaching them. And for that reason, she has done a lot of significant work trying to find programs and materials that would work well for those students.
Stephen Urati really was my inspiration. I knew I had to do something, and so out of that really came this whole project.
Before I met Roz, I didn't really know how to read anything, and with her help going through with the Wilson reading program, I eventually gave my graduation speech in 2004, read it off a Braille document. So she gave me definitely the gift of reading, which I treasure to this day.
That to me was one of the most, one of the happiest moments of my years of teaching.
Yeah, there were some days where I had some trouble, but we always got through the days.
If you have a bad day and you don't want to go back the next day, go back anyways and do it all over again, because chances are that day will be a good one.
I can't think of any nicer person to receive that award.
I just love coming in, seeing my students, chatting with them, catching up with them, and teaching them.
There once was a teacher named Roz who hated to use JAWS. She hadn't a tutor to learn the computer, but in English she knew all the laws.
I mean, this is what I know, and this is what I feel I do best. To win this award is just phenomenal. I just never expected it, but it really means the world to me to know that I'm appreciated for the work that I do.
The thing that I wanted to say is I wanted to talk about what people say about Roz behind your back. What they say when she's not around, we're in close quarters, and that is simply that if Roz can't teach you to read, then nobody can. You might as well find another way of getting your information, because she's really that good, and everybody feels that way. And you know, she might be getting an award for Teacher of the Year this year, but as far as we're concerned, she's Teacher of the Year every year.